Good morning. Good morning. Welcome or welcome back to Bookeemonsters. My name is PK. It is Thursday, April the 18th. We're having a good day. I know it's early, but hope you're intentionally going to program a good day if this is early for you. If you're watching it on replay, thank you very much. Appreciate you too. Today we'll be looking at the new releases that are in the genres of fantasy and science fiction. Every day of the week we look at a different genre of the new books that are being released into the wild this week. And on Mondays, we look at cozy mysteries. On Tuesdays, we look at mysteries and thrillers. On Wednesdays, we look at romance. Thursdays, fantasy, science fiction. Fridays are Freeform Friday. Quick announcements. I do have sprints tonight at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, 8 p.m. Eastern. They'll go for 2.5 hours. Our next ones after that are on Saturday afternoon at 1 p.m. Mountain Time, 3 p.m. Eastern. Let's go for 5 hours. I do every Tuesday and Thursday evenings and Friday afternoons. We don't have a lot of fantasy science fiction, so we'll probably finish off today with more cozy mysteries because there's always a lot. We will start over here. To gaze upon wicked gods. Let's try this. This is by Molly X. Chang. I think I'm starting to see this one make the rounds in the fantasy readers. Romantasy. She has power over death. He has power over her. When two enemies strike a dangerous bargain, will they end a war or ignite one? Heroes die, cowards live. Daughter of a conquered world, Roying hates the invaders who descended from the heavens long before she was born and defeated the magic of her people with technologies unlike anything her world had ever seen. Blessed by death, born with the ability to pull the life right out of mortal bodies, Roying shouldn't have to fear these foreign invaders, but she does, especially because she wants to keep herself and her family safe. When Ring's gift is discovered by an enemy prince, he offers her an impossible deal. If she becomes his private assassin and eliminates his political rivals, whose deaths he swears would be for the good of both their worlds and would protect their people from further brutalization, I promise. Her family will never starve or suffer harm again, but to accept this bargain, she must use the powers she has always feared, powers that will shave years off her own existence. Can Ring trust this prince whose promises of a better world make her heart ache and whose smiles make her pulse beat faster? Are the evils of this agreement really in the service of a much greater good? Or will she betray her entire nation by protecting those she loves the most? Practice the Horizon and the Chain by Sophia Samatar, named a best sci-fi book of 2024. The boy was raised as one of the chained, condemned to toil in the bowels of a mining ship out among the stars. His whole world changes, literally, when he is yanked upstairs and informed he has been given an opportunity to be educated at the ship's university alongside the elite. Isn't he leaping several grades to jump into university? Overwhelmed and alone, the boy forms a bond with the woman he comes to know as the Professor, a weary idealist and descendant of the chained who has spent her career striving for validation from her more senior colleagues, only to fall short at every turn. Together, the boy and the woman will embark on a transformative journey to grasp the design of the chains that fetter them both and are the key to breaking free. Okay. Pinquickle's Folly. That is a fabulous title. The Buccaneers, Book One. Demon Wars, The Buccaneers. This is by, R.A. Salvatore. That's a big name. returns to his signature world of Corona, introducing a dynamic new part of the Southern Coast never written of before as a great starting place for readers of the Demon Wars saga, The Buccaneers. The first adventure in the Buccaneers trilogy begins in the free sea outside of the control of the usurping Zokane Empire. I apologize. I've not read this author. I know who he is, but I've not read it, so I don't know how to pronounce it. Where the dwarven Pauri pirates and merchants sail, but the golden-skinned Zokanai have begun to encroach upon these waters behind the rapacious attacks of the frigate Crocodile, helmed by Captain Aketz. But when forced to submit, these sailors choose to live, free to do as they please, without some fool or another pretending to hold power over them. A pirate adventure. Quickle. That's a great word. Merciless Saviors, Book 2 in the Ouroboros by H.E. Eggman. This is a conclusion. It was just a duology in which a teen Gem finds out they're a reincarnated god from another world. That day at the First Church of Gracie changed everything for Gem Eccles, not just because Marion and Poppy betrayed them. Forced to use the Ouroboros knife on Zephyr, who had kidnapped their parents, Gem now has the power of the god of air. While for any other god things might work out okay, the magician, whose role within the pantheon is to keep the balance, having the power of another god has thrown everything into chaos. The goddess of death can now reanimate corpses. The god of art's powers are now corrupted and twisted, giving life to his macabre creations. And while the god of land has always been able to communicate with creatures of the earth, now everyone can hear their cries. As Gem, Rory, and Enzo search for a way to restore the balance without sacrificing themselves, new horrors make them question how far they're willing to go. In the end, Gem may be forced to fully embrace their merciless nature and kill off their own humanity, if it ever really existed in the first place. Stripped Away, a high fantasy with a friends to lovers romance by Stephanie K. Clemens. The artwork is similar to one that is being popular right now, Tempest in a Teapot. Oh, hi, guys. Sorry about that. Mary say good morning and happy Thursday. Good morning to you, and good morning to Kim. Going to Richmond to see that new great-grandbaby. Oh, and my daughter before she goes back to Florida this weekend. Oh, enjoy the visit. It's going to be lovely. That is a big name. Yep, R.A. Salvatore. Kim says, how fun. Here for the cozies. Yep, we're hitting them soon. Mary, good morning. Are you doing better today? How's the leg? Good morning, Deborah. How you doing? Came about the same, unfortunately. Good visit to kidney specialist yesterday, though. Tests all looking good. Follow up. Oh, good. Follow up in 6 months. May let my primary doctor follow up. And hi, Deborah. Good morning to you. Awesome, awesome. Thank you guys for being here. Stripped Away by Stephanie K. Clemens. In a realm ruled by tyranny, two sisters hold the key to freedom. The usurper's king's thirst for power knows no bounds. Crown and kingdom are not enough. He craves magic, a force only women possess. For years, he has tightened his grip, stripping women of their rights and denying them access to their elemental powers through the profane ritual known as the quickening. Twins, Kanara and Kalisha, are blessed or cursed with the innate magical abilities that have been living in hiding for 5 harrowing years, concealing their gifts while studying under the protection of a sun-dappled university town. Their peaceful existence shatters when the king's envoys, accompanied by a mysterious scryer, descends upon the town. Fear grips them, prompting a swift departure. Now the twins find themselves on the run, joined by Elgin and Cass, friends whose motives remain veiled. As destinies entwine, the group grapples with a choice that could reshape their world. Is it time to challenge the oppressive order they've known, or should they persist in the shadows, evading the relentless pursuit of the super king's quickenings? Hoodwinked in Hotlanta by Elizabeth R. Jensen. Upon discovering a box of journals, Elise Hutchinson finds herself haunted by thoughts of her family. She knows little more about them than they were horse ranchers like her, dating back over 100 years before the virus changed the whole world. Elise meets Josh on a blind date, yet their encounter is far from a coincidence. As a double agent for the FBI and the anti government organization Hellfire and Chaos, Josh's loyalty will be tested when both have a particular interest in Elise and the magical talents she is rumored to have. Duty requires he turn her over to them. However, the feelings the pair have developed for each other have him ready to protect her at all costs. Can Elise find the truth about her ancestry in time to save them both, or will Josh be forced into a betrayal that will ruin their lives and chance at happiness forever? That's it. That's all I got for fantasy and science fiction. So we are back to Cozy Mysteries. Bringing my son to oral surgery today. Ooh, is it the wisdom teeth stuff? Cam leg is okay this morning, though. I haven't gotten up yet. Well, keep relaxing. It's okay to relax. Mary says, good luck, never fun, but good that you can be there. Yeah. Slim pickings indeed. Indeed. I suppose I can pop over here. I was just trying it out. All right, where were we? We were over here, and I knew we were starting at the Honeydew Queen because I like the title. All right, back to Cozy Mysteries. This is by K.P. Stafford. I have been called KP. At least I got the letters right? First, in the Cobbler's Bluff Cozy Mysteries, Myrtle Camp is the town busybody and noses into everyone's business. As head of several committees around town, she's made enemies with almost everyone with changes and regulations she's tried to put in place. Her biggest rival, Arlene Swanson, is determined to win back her almost decade-long title of Honeydew Queen after losing it to Myrtle the year before. But would she kill to get her title back? When new deputy Scotty Bradley finds Arlene bent over the body of her biggest rival, right in Myrtle's own honeydew patch, he takes pleasure in his first big arrest and is sure Arlene is guilty. With the whole town pointing fingers and adding in their own suspicions, most of the clues seem to point to Arlene. Angered at the incompetence of the local law and determined to prove her innocence, Arlene's best friends, Peggy and Marty, must snoop around and dig deep to find out the truth, even if that means the truth points to Arlene. In the small community of Cobbler's Bluff, everyone knows everyone's business. But who had it in for Myrtle other than Arlene? Who would actually go to such means to get rid of her? And this was the title I was reading. Sorry about that. It's cute, but it still has sort of that cartoony cover. Tea and Turmoil. Dental implant. Oh, okay. Putting in a new one. After sinus lift and bone graft. Oh my goodness. Planning to sit outside and read today. Oh, that sounds lovely. Mary said, oh my, that's what I said. That sounds involved. I hope it all goes well. Indeed. Probably going to be quite a long procedure, I would think. Kim says, oh no, Deborah, I hope it goes well. Yes. Oh, you're a good mom. Tea and Turmoil by Mara Webb, 8th in the Wicked Witches of Spellcaster Creek. It's another normal week in Spellcaster Creek. Magical garden gnomes have invaded the town, landscaping yards without consent, and demanding exorbitant fees for their handiwork. There's also the small matter of everyone in town acting completely bonkers, meaning that things soon fall into chaos and calamity. There's a new tea shop in town with so much already on her plate, Sage hardly has time to check out the latest cool addition to Spellcaster Creek. Grandma Thelma has also elected to put herself in a retirement home, but after just one night's stay, the eccentric family matriarch is convinced something is afoot. Sage isn't so sure. Getting rid of invasive magical gnomes requires some hard-to-find ingredients, sending Sage, Astrid, and Callie on a dangerous mission to fiery caves and alternate realms filled with strange dimensional creatures. As they research the strange madness through town, they also discover something terrible. Spellcaster Creek isn't the first magic town to face this contagious craziness, and this problem has never been successfully solved. Not quite sure that falls into mystery category, but there it is. Fetching Fatality and the Bow Wow Bakery, a doggy bakery cozy mystery. 5 books in the series so far. Sophie Harrington cherishes the simple joys of small town life and shares her peaceful existence with her adorable weenie dog Max and her beau officer Ray. Sophie is the proprietor of Max's Bow Wow Bakery, a store for pet lovers and their furry friends who visit excitedly while enjoying scrumptious baked goods. The excitement over an upcoming wedding takes a turn for the worse when the event planner is murdered during the wedding preparations. A series of mishaps related to the wedding dress, catering, and a clumsy bride may indicate more than just a curse over happily ever after. With wedding celebrations hanging in the balance, Sophie Hadley and Winks, a favorite college roommate from culinary school, are thrust into a race against time to solve the murder and ensure a hitch-free wedding. Death of a Lady. What do you mean, page not found? By Irene Salmon. Huh, they must have pulled it. So I'm looking under that series on Amazon and they're not listing that book. Sorry, guys. It looked kind of interesting. Historical. Oh, this one just squeaked under. It's 99 pages. By Hermione Volino. First novella in the Swinging 50s Malt Shop Mysteries. We meet Tabitha, owner, witch, and who is wondering why someone would stoop so low in using food as the ultimate murder weapon. The Swinging 50s Malt Shop is in the sleepy town of St. Helens and is owned by Tabitha Richards, a practicing witch! Exclamation point. It's a great place to go back in time. Her shop has a clear rule: no credit cards, no pay apps, no e-readers, and she's not on Facebook or Twitter. When Mary Halbright takes offense to her no tech rule, she has a blow up inside Tabitha's shop. Things start getting strange when Mary is found dead, her food to blame. To clear her store's reputation, she decides to try and solve the mystery and clear a widower's name. She soon discovers that Mary wasn't liked by either members of the country club or her own family, and Tabitha has a feeling that money might have been the reason that Mary was killed and her shop framed. Unknown to her, however, there's a lot more going on, and the road to truth might just close her shop for good. Jennifer says, thanks, bringing my crochet so I won't fidget. That's a good idea. Keep the hands busy. I could not find it on Goodreads either yesterday. Must have yanked it. It's a mystery. Where's it gone? Let's band together and solve this. Now, this cover has me very intrigued. The Flower of the Gods, a Dr. Brian Willoughby mystery book number 4 by Penny Brojacki. When Amy discovers traces of a person she thought was long lost, she is thrown into a whirlwind of chaos. This discovery leads her to South Korea, where she soon discovers that everything she thought she knew about her family is about to be challenged. As she delves deeper into the mysterious past of her parents, she uncovers a shocking truth that will change everything. As if dealing with the shocking reveal wasn't enough, Amy also finds herself on a race against time. She must find a powerful object before the ruthless Black Raiders get their hands on it, as Loki is determined to use this object to wreak havoc on the world. Wow, let's combine several. With time running out, Amy must put all her wit to find the hidden object and prevent it from falling into the wrong hands. She only has one wit. But she won't be alone in this quest. Probably has this guy. I like the cover anyway. Ghouls Gone Wild, a Lady of the Lake School for Girls Cozy Mystery. The Vega Bloodmire Wicked Witch Mysteries series, book number 22. And it's a little over 250 pages. Good for that person. And 22 books. Pretty cover. Wicked Witch's Murder Mystery. A ghoul who breaks her no-flesh diet. A kitsune trickster with a side hustle as an identity thief. This death is more than it seems. Vega Bloodmire has finally decided to master her ghoul powers in secret so that she will be less likely to give into cravings and lose control. I'm out. She plans to practice in a safe way, eating only animals to set off her shape-shifting abilities. After venturing to the forest and consuming a fox corpse, Vega is shocked to discover she hasn't eaten a fox at all. Instead of transforming into an animal, she turns into a person. Good Lord, we're saved by the bell. That means Vega accidentally consumed a lycanthrope, kitsune, or shapeshifter. She knows a teenage girl has been murdered, etc., etc. Ew. All right. Let's make time for one more so that we're ending on a happier note. Please be happier. The Problem in Paris, a movie star mom international cozy mystery. This is by Jacqueline M. Green, first in the Movie Star Mom series. Mandy Monroe always thought she would see Paris with her husband, Darius. But since he decided to travel the open road in an RV with some hussy, Mandy is visiting Paris with her movie star daughter, Sasha, who is filming scenes for her new movie. Mandy's looking forward to a weekend of sightseeing, dining, and relaxing. When a man falls to his death right in front of her, Mandy's plans change. The police say the fall was accidental, but how does that explain the blackmail note that fell from his pocket? With her British Indian housekeeper companion, Lila, along for weekend, Mandy sets out to prove the man's death was no accident. But can she do it before the killer silences her? Or perhaps worse, she winds up on social media again. Well, all right. That's a much happier note. No, thank you. Indeed. I was out. Okie dokie. Thanks, PK. You have fun today, and so you have fun. Oh my goodness, you're gonna have great time. Good luck again, Deborah, and hope your leg is better once you are up. Yeah, I'm not a fan of paranormal witches, ghosts. Not for me. It has to be just the best, and I would be interested, but some of these are just bleh. You too. All righty, guys. Again, we do have sprints tonight at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, 8 p.m. Eastern. They'll go for 2.5 hours. So bring a book, work on a project, whatever, or just close your eyes and relax, which sounds lovely. Hope you're reading good books, and please take care of yourself. You guys have a good time with the things that you have planned. As the banner says here, don't be a bookworm, be a bookie monster. Nom nom nom. Have a good day and God bless.